This is the CCTV footage police gathered of the final moments of Noor Mukaddam. She is being dragged back into the house where she would be beaten, raped, and eventually beheaded by her close friend Jaffer. But what could possibly happen between the two that led to such a brutal murder? Let's find out. Noor Mukaddam was born on October 23rd in Jordan and spent her childhood in Dublin, Ireland. She had two siblings, a brother and a sister, and was born into a well-known and respected family. Noor grew up in the South Dublin neighborhoods of Milltown and Leopardstown, where her family lived for several years, while her father, Mukadam, served as a diplomat in the Pakistani embassy. Before he retired, he served as the ambassador to South Korea and Ireland. Noor attended Our Lady's Grove Primary and Secondary School in Goatstown, where she was known for her kind and loving nature, as well as her sweet heart. Her friend Kim Kearns described her as an angel who never retaliated, even when others were mean to her. Noor was also known for her love of fashion and shopping, often visiting Dundrum Shopping Centre and wearing clothes from Zara. Noor and her family had to move away from Ireland when she was a teenager, which left her heartbroken. However, she remained in touch with her friends from Dublin, often commenting on their social media posts and expressing her love and support. Noor's father, Mukadam, described his daughter as an artistic, soft-hearted girl who loved animals and making her family laugh. She had a passion for art and literature and was fluent in several languages, including English, Urdu, and French. She was also an animal lover and had a soft spot for stray cats and dogs. Noor had a close relationship with her parents and siblings and was particularly close to her mother. Noor was known for her outgoing personality and her ability to connect with people from all walks of life. She had a wide circle of friends and was known for her generosity and kindness. Noor had a particular interest in social work and often volunteered her time to help those in need. She was a community artist and painter, and she made cards personally for each friend's birthday. Her friends described her as a great person who was always there for them. Noor was also known for her love of animals and often fed stray cats and dogs in her neighborhood. Belonging to a well-respected family, it was very natural that her parents had family friends of the same social background. It was natural for the kids to hang out, become friends, and attend weddings and other social gatherings. One of these families was the Jaffers. The Jaffer family is a prominent philanthropic family with a strong background in business and community service. The family's legacy began in 1849 when they established a trading firm in Pune, undivided India. Following the creation of Pakistan, Jaffer Brothers Limited was formed, which marked the beginning of their business ventures in the new nation. In addition to their philanthropic work, the Jaffer family is also involved in the IT sector through Jaffer Business Systems, a leading IT company in Pakistan that provides innovative solutions to clients worldwide. Any child born into this family was naturally an heir to their share of wealth, and one such child was Jaffer. Zahir was born into the affluent Jaffer family. His father, Zakir Jaffer, is a businessman associated with Ahmed Jaffer and Company Private Limited, where Zahir and his father also own shareholding and ownership. Zahir's mother, Azmat Jaffer, is an independent mental health counselor and is known to be a graduate of Boston University. She also works for Therapy Works and identifies as a physiotherapist and NLP practitioner, focusing on helping clients with disorders and general mental health on her social media profiles. Therapy Works was the same place where Zahir Jaffer also provided mental health services. Zahir Jaffer served as the Chief Brand Strategy Officer for Ahmed Jaffer and Company, Private Limited, and owned several other businesses. He is a U.S. citizen and holds a Pakistani niqab, which is an identity card for Pakistani-born individuals with dual nationality. Here's what's interesting. Zahir had a history of violent tendencies and underwent psychiatric counseling several times in his life. He was also reported to be a drug addict, with some reports claiming his addiction to alcohol, ice, and cocaine drugs. While living abroad, Zahir faced rape charges in the UK, but his family was allegedly able to evacuate him from there through their connections. This was the kind of power and influence they had. Noor and Zahir had known each other for a long time. They were family friends. They routinely hung out, attended social events, and naturally had a lot of common friends. It is speculated that the two were also dating for some time, but that hasn't been confirmed by friends or family. In July of 2020, Jaffer had scheduled a flight to go back to the US and was bidding farewell to all of his close friends. One of these friends was Noor, who also went to his house to say goodbye to her old friend, who was leaving for the US. Zahir Jaffer contacted Noor on July 18, 2021, through a text message, and they had a voice call within 4 minutes at 9 p.m. Noor left her home at around 9:05 p.m. for Zahir's house, and she arrived there at around 10 p.m. She can be seen here waiting to be let into the house. Sometime after this, they had altercation, during which Noor must have realized she was in danger. Here she's seen to be wearing the same clothes which she arrived in, trying to leave Jaffer residence. The next day, she accompanied Zahir Jaffer to the airport on July 19, 2021, for his one-way flight to New York, which was scheduled for 3:50 a.m. However, Zahir later canceled his travel plans and returned home. Zahir had a fight with Noor soon after her cell phone vibrated with a series of texts from her parents on the night of July 19, 2021. She was extremely nervous and worried about what was happening at the Jaffer residence. Ambassador Shaukat Ali Mukadam, Noor's father, sent her 3 text messages at past midnight, 12:57 a.m., asking about her whereabouts and well-being. Noor never responded to these messages, and her mother also sent her a text after 1 a.m. to which she did not respond. Noor managed to send the last voice message of her life to her mother from Zahir's house at 10:43 a.m. on July 20, 2021. She was held in captivity from 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. on July 20, 2021, and was brutally tortured. She tried to leave many times but was always caught by Zahir and taken back inside. On that day, a seemingly injured Noor can be seen jumping out of a window trying to escape. She goes towards the gate and goes to the guard for help, but soon Zahir jumps out and locks her in the guard's cabin, before coming back again to drag her back inside. Zahir was constantly in touch with his mother on the phone during the 46-hour-long ordeal. He spoke to his mother, Asmat Jaffer, for 71 minutes before and after killing Noor at his house. Geo News has exclusively revealed that the alleged killer spoke to his mother at 2:21 p.m., then at 3:03 p.m., and then again at 4:17 p.m. Meanwhile, he continued torturing Noor, and then he again phoned his mother thrice between 6:35 p.m. and 6:42 p.m. The last time he spoke to his mother was at 7:30 p.m., where, according to police, he told her about Noor's death. Noor Mukaddam's family had reported her missing on July 20, 2021, after they realized she was not responding to their messages and calls. Then Noor's father received a call from Zahir in the afternoon, informing him that Noor was not with him. Around 10 p.m., Noor's father received a call from the Kosar police station, informing him that his daughter had been murdered. The police started investigating the case and arrested Zahir Jaffer, the main suspect, on the same day. Noor's body was found at Zahir Jaffer's residence in Sector F7-4, Islamabad. Initial reports indicated that she was first shot and then beheaded. The police recovered mobile phones of both Zahir and Noor from Zahir's residence, along with other evidence. Zahir was initially kept in police custody on physical remand, but was later moved to Adiala jail on 14-day judicial remand. The police completed their investigation and filed a charge sheet, Shalan, in the court, asking for the trial to commence. Zahir was presented before a magistrate on August 16th, and the court interaction was held in English, which is quite uncommon in civil courts. The judge asked who was representing the Mukadam family in the case, and her father, former diplomat Shaukat Mukaddam, stepped up and said, "I am the father of this badkismat, unfortunate woman." Zahir's parents, Zakir Jaffer and Asmat Adamji, were arrested by Islamabad police on July 24, 2021, for hiding and attempting to conceal evidence related to Zahir's crimes. They were indicted for allegedly attempting to conceal the brutal crime and destroy evidence, but were acquitted of all charges. The acquittal of Zahir's parents has been questioned and criticized, with many claiming that they used their money and influence to secure their acquittal. Many activists and social media users raised concerns that Zahir might get a lenient sentence because of his wealthy background and U.S. nationality. The defense also tried using the excuse that Zahir was mentally unstable, but it is also important to note the meaning of that term with respect to the Pakistani judicial system.
Since we're having a general discussion about the kind of context for criminal law within which a case like this emerges, it is important just to mention at the outset that though there's been a lot of discussion of insanity or potential insanity of the accused person in this particular case, no such defense has actually been taken by their counsel. This is just a factual assertion as of now. The defense of insanity has not actually been taken at any point during the court proceedings. One thing that this does is the later, at any point in time that a defense like this is taken, the less potent it's considered to be, because the idea is that it came as an afterthought. So all of this talk is mostly just stuff that's happening outside of court, whether it's coming from laypersons or from the accused or people linked to the accused. None of it is actually relevant to the case at hand because the accused himself has not taken that defense.
Zahir was indicted in October and was accused of premeditated murder under Section 302 of the Pakistan Penal Code, PPC. As seen here, he can be heard confessing to the crime while being escorted out of the courts. He was also charged with rape and sentenced to 25 years of rigorous imprisonment and a fine of Rs 200,000. Zahir's household staff, Mohammed Iftikhar and Mohammed Jan, were also sentenced to 10 years of jail for their involvement in the case. The trial for the case formally started at Islamabad's District Court in October 2021, with additional sessions Judge Atta Rabbani conducting hearings. The court reserved its verdict on February 24, 2022, after the completion of arguments by both the defense and prosecution attorneys. The investigation revealed that Noor was beaten repeatedly, jumped from a window to escape, was dragged back, beaten again, and finally beheaded. Police gathered numerous CCTV clips of Noor trying to escape, but being dragged back into the house. The police wrote to relevant authorities to obtain Zahir's criminal record from the US and the UK, which included allegations of sexual harassment and rape cases in the UK. The police arrested Zahir's parents and family guards, and the Capital Administration sealed Therapy Works office, where Zahir reportedly worked as a counselor. The police also arrested 6 employees of Therapy Works for their involvement in the case. The court heard arguments from both the defense and prosecution attorneys, with the prosecutor stating that Zahir's arrest from the crime scene was enough for his conviction. The prosecutor also raised questions over the presence of Therapy Works staffers at the crime scene and the counseling team trying to move Zahir after tying him up with rope. Zahir initially confessed to the crime before police and the court, but later pleaded not guilty, saying he was innocent and wrongly implicated in the case. His lawyers also asked the court to consider the possibility that Noor had been honor-killed by her brother. Noor's father, Shaukat Mukadam, expressed satisfaction over the court proceedings and the police investigation, saying he had sought maximum punishment for all accused in the case. He also expressed satisfaction over the police investigation, saying, "The police did a good job within their limitations."
बहुत जुल्म हुआ, बहुत नाहक कत्ल किया गया। वो मासूम बच्ची थी और उसको ट्रैप किया गया और फंसाया गया। बहरहाल जो कुछ जो है अदालत ने इस पे फैसला दे दिया। आज बस फैसला है ये हम मरकज़ी मुल्ज़िम के हद तक हम और 2 मुलाज़मीन उनके जहाँ तक सेटिस्फाइड है।
The case of Noor Mukaddam's murder sent shockwaves across the country, stirring outrage over femicides and demands for justice. It sparked widespread outrage and protests against gender-based violence. Even her friends in Dublin were deeply saddened by what happened to her and organized a tribute walk in the wake of the aftermath. Noor's family and friends have been campaigning for justice in her case, and her murder has led to renewed calls for stricter laws and greater protections for women in Pakistan. Since her murder, she has become a symbol of the feminist movement in Pakistan. Her case has been used to shed light on the fact that violent acts against women are highly prevalent in Pakistan, irrespective of social class. Noor's legacy continues to live on through the work of her family and friends, who are committed to fighting for a safer and more just society for all. Her memory will always be cherished by those who knew and loved her.
She was
For art and literature. She was known for her generosity, kindness, and outgoing personality, and she had a wide circle of friends.
I miss her with every breath I take. I think about her all the time. She was my best friend, you know. We were like one soul in two bodies.
Noor's life was tragically cut short, but her legacy continues to live on through the work of her family and friends, who are committed to fighting for a safer and more just society for all. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any more true crime videos. See you in the next video.